What are you most focused on, and what are your clients most concerned about?
Most focused on keeping client expectations realistic. Clearly, our clients are concerned about the state of the economy at this time, concerned about COVID, and concerned that their portfolios are able to sustain their value going forward.
So what is then a realistic expectation for client returns in this environment, Gerald?
A lot of it depends on specific portfolio makeup. Clearly, should clients have, I would say, an allocation heavily invested in stocks, volatility is to be expected. As far as returns are going, we're shooting at best 7-8% annualized. However, that does come with, I would say, peaks and troughs along the way.
You know, honestly, 7 to 8% is about historically average, but that sounds pretty good, especially given the run that we have had the last number of years, though, Gerald. How do you do that? Do you stick with the tried and true names in the equity market? Is there any value to be had outside of stocks? You always hear about, Tina, there is no alternative, but is there an alternative?
Well, I'm a big fan of two sectors, and quite frankly, one of those two sectors have done exceptionally well year to date. Technology being one of them. The other is healthcare. We do have, I would say, an election coming up, and typically that creates volatility in the healthcare space. However, the tech portfolio has done surprisingly well and has exceeded expectations. So I do feel that those returns are realistic.
Do you feel like it can continue given all the nervousness around valuations and Apple being worth $2 trillion, et cetera?
I do. Again, COVID being, I would say, the big question mark. I mean, if we look pre-COVID, these questions probably weren't necessarily a concern. And, again, there's certain corporations out there that have done surprisingly well, and they've been able to navigate in this remote world that many businesses find themselves. So I do feel that the performance certainly can continue as we transition through the election.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.